Hi, my name is Ashley Schaller. This is my kindergarten physical science lesson. I teach at a charter school and I have 22 students. So this is something that I've done in the past, but I'm trying it differently this year. And this is one of the more, a new hands-on project that I'm trying. And we are actually starting Force of Motion this week. Let me move to the next slide. So misconceptions. A lot of the times, like kindergartners only see what's right in front of them. So one of the misconceptions I've seen in the past when I teach this unit is that students may believe that objects just move on their own. They think that an object can just, fly across the room. They don't think that a force has to be behind it. So this is always very eye-opening for them. Students may not grasp how force affects an object. Like they don't understand that if I push a toy car, it's going to move. They just think, oh, I'm playing with a toy car. I mean, some kids that are more advanced may recognize that, but usually they don't. So Florida standards. The Florida standards that this covers is investigate that things move in a different ways, such as fast and slow, and observe that a push or pull can change the way an object is moving. The objective for this is that students will collaborate. That's one of our practice of science standards, is that students will be able to collaborate with one another. So they're going to work together to see how the force of a ball affects a bowling pin. Students will develop an idea on how the ball will impact the pin. So the first 5E is engage, and my students will watch a video, and we're going to watch a little bit of it now. We actually started our unit today and my students watched this video and they love to compare it to the classroom playground. I had a very hard time finding a bowling one in particular since we are doing a bowling project, but I thought this was a good start, and it talks about friction and...
Everyone has a favorite at the playground, but did you know that when you're soaring on the swings or sliding down the slide, you're taking part in some seriously cool science? It's true. Playgrounds are awesome places to learn about forces. Forces are the pushes and pulls that happen to objects, including us, every minute of every day. Forces help planes get off the ground when they take off, and they help cars stop safely at traffic lights.
This is just a good video to give your students prior knowledge and to understand where things come from. I like this little graphic too. Where you see somebody pushing the wagon and you see a boy pulling the wagon. We did that today with our water bottles, like push the water bottle across the table, pull it towards you, and they really like that tactile understanding. So explore. The students will explore which objects will be the best to knock over. I'll have a variety of objects. There'll be a bowling ball, there'll be a golf ball, there'll be a baseball, a bunch of balls. I'll also have rolling pins and cars, and they're going to pick what they think would be the best to knock over the bowling pin. I will also have some small interactions going on. I really like boom cards. They love to go on my smart TV and practice, and I want them to practice. I found this really great interactive one where they push and pull. For explain, my students will be able to explain what caused the movement with the bowling pin. I want them to say, what happened? What was the cause? Why did the bowling pin move? Why do you think the bowling pin moved for this object and it didn't move for this object? So for example, why did it move for the ball, but it didn't move for the toothpick? Elaborate. The students will focus on the cause and the effect and how did the pin move. Student would watch forces on Generation Genius. We have at our school we use Generation Genius for science, and there's a great resources of lessons and everything, and I would use the video. I always use the video to kind of get them excited. It's very vague because it covers K through 2. So that's why I like to have the Sci Kid videos, because they fit what they're talking about. And then evaluate. They're going to be doing a drawing to show how their object moved with arrows. So if they're drawing that bowling pin, which they should be, they're drawing which way the force came. And then also another way to check understanding, I love to do this with our Generation Genius. It comes with a Kahoot lesson to kind of show what they've learned, and they can go in teams, and we usually do it by table groups, and it's very interactive and hands-on, and they get to vote for each question on their iPad. So that's how I would evaluate them, because giving them a paper and test pen in kindergarten when they don't really understand how to write and read full sentences 100% on their own, this is a great way to check their understanding, and it gives you a digital copy of their data. And then this was my reference. I hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you for watching.